Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Enrique, aka Biggest Comics, coming at you with new comic book day pickups. That's right, guys. It's been a while since I've done a new comic book day video. I used to do these on the regular when I started YouTube, but you know, as time goes, your collecting habits or your pull list changes, and then you end up not doing it. But I added a few books to my pull list, not much, but I have the books that I have from last week Wednesday and what I picked up today. So we'll get through that in this video. But first, I just want to thank you guys for joining us this past Monday, episode 30 of Chilling with the NY Warriors. Good time always. Had fun with the fellas. Everyone that joined us in the chat, always a great time. And you know, just want to thank everyone that supports the show. Episode 31 is coming in 2 weeks, so hopefully you guys join us for that one, and we'll keep doing them as long as people watch and like what they see. We'll keep doing it, you know. All right, so let's get on with what I picked up. The last 2 weeks is not much, but I mean, it's kind of here and there or whatever. So I'm gonna start off first with my Marvel books. That's right, guys, I did pick up some Marvel books. You see, you know, people seem to have short-term memory. I used to pick up heavily Marvel books last year. You know, just the stuff that I was reading got canned. You know, they canceled, they rebooted, and the new stuff that came out, you know, I wasn't really too into too much. You know, all the beginning, like the first 10 issues of all those, you know, all the Wolverines and Old Man Logan, they were all great. But this, after Civil War, I would say that's when everything started going, for me, downhill. Then, you know, they rebooted some of them, and just, you know, I just wasn't happy with what was coming out, what's been coming out lately. There are a few things I still get once in a while and stuff. So let's get into it real quick. Enough of me blabbing. I picked up the True Believers. Mighty Thor, you know, First Appearance of Thor. I've never read it. I never read that Journey in Mystery, so I'm glad to have this. And you know, it's also Kirby 100 special. Picked up this True Believers also. I think this is Avengers number 4. I think when Captain America comes back, you know, to the Avengers since the Golden Age. Then Thor versus Hulk, another great Kirby cover. You know, I never read this issue also, so I'm glad to have these, because now you could, you know, flip through them and read them and stuff. Then I picked up this one last week also. This is X-Men Gold number 9, and I'm not picking up X-Men Gold, but Ken Lashley did such a great job on this cover. And Colossus is one of my favorite characters on the X-Men. So, you know, my wife likes Colossus also. She always loved the covers with Colossus and Kitty Pryde on it. I couldn't let this one go. It was such a nice cover, man. Just love the way he did his artwork on this cover is awesome. And then this week, I know this came out, I think, last week. I don't know, maybe this week or not, but my store had pulled it for me, so this is cool. This is Captain America number 25, Captain America Steve Rogers 25. This is Steranko variant. Just love Steranko's artwork, you guys already know. And black and white sketch, you know, cover. So those are my favorite covers. So my LCS pulled this for me, and it was in my bag today, so I picked it up. So that's it for Marvel. I do have one more book. It's an independent book. It's this is Kingdom of Blood. This is done by Robert Geronimo. He's local here on Staten Island, and he did a kid's book, and he had it, you know, I had bought it maybe like a year ago, and he had it signed. I gave it to my daughter and stuff. So this is his own book. It's published by him. And he had a stack that he left at the counter he wanted to give out to people. So it's so that we can read it and then support his Kickstarter. So once I read it and I have that information, I'll pass it along to everybody as well, see if it's something that they might be interested in. So let me get these out of the way. Alright. So now we got the DC stuff. The Kirby one-shots. This is Newsboy Legion Boy Commando special. Number 1 is a one-shot. You guys don't know too much about the history. It's back in the, I think this was done back in the Silver Age, if I'm not mistaken, or early Bronze Age, the original one. I'm not 100% sure, but I haven't read it yet. So this is one of his titles that I don't really know too much about. So that's why I got it. I wanted to read up on it and see what it's all about, you know. And I picked up this one. This one came out today, and really excited to read this. Sandman's one of my favorite characters. One of Kirby's, you know, the Kirby did. Also, and I know it's going to be good. You know why I know? Because my boy Dan Jurgens is on the title there. So whatever Dan Jurgens put his hand on is always good, in my opinion. You know. Then last week we also got well, actually that was from this week. I don't know, my books are all out of order, guys. They mixed up from last Wednesday's and this Wednesday's books. So I apologize for that. Then we have the Mr. Miracle that came out last week, and you know, we talked about it on our show. Tom King did a fantastic job with this book. Real sleeper hit for me. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, and like you know, it just turned out to be a low print run book. They didn't even announce a second printing of it. I spoke to my LCS today, and they didn't even announce a second printing of it. So it'll probably make this book even, in my opinion, if they don't do a second printing, that makes this book even better. It makes it even a hotter book for a longer time. Making a second print would just, you know, dull this one now. So I'm pretty happy for me, especially because I got it, you know. But hey, you never know, you know. So that's the regular cover. This is the B variant right here. So happy that I got those. This is from last week also. This is Supergirl number 12. I'm not really collecting Supergirl, but you know, it's an Art Germ cover. He did a great job drawing Supergirl there. So I couldn't I could not pick it up. Could not pick it up. You know, I couldn't leave it there. Then we have Flash number 28. Again, like I said, I've been reading Flash from the beginning. I might as well stick with it as long as possible. I'm already up to issue 28, and so you know, when I first saw that it was negative Flash, because the last issue I read was issue 24, I believe it was, and I'm like, negative Flash, is that a new character? So for a minute I thought it was a new first appearance, but it's not. It's Barry Allen. You know, he has some new type of powers or whatever, so they explain it in this issue. And then I grabbed this one here by mistake because I saw the cover and I thought it was the variant cover for this. You know how they have the AB, because I only do the regular covers, and I'm like, damn, finally they have a decent B variant cover for the Flash. But it was not. Just somebody had put it out of order. This is actually issue 12 B variant, but I didn't have the variant anyway, so I picked it up anyway. It didn't matter, you know. So let me put these away. So now we have this week's books. Superman number 29. Again, when Rebirth started, I was collecting Superman. I got up to maybe issue 14 or 15, and then I stopped it. Then I started reading it online digitally after that. But I saw this cover come out this week. You know, this is the B variant for it. Superman, you know, as a Yellow Lantern, which is cool. And the first time we actually saw him as a Yellow Lantern was in Injustice, but Injustice is not in continuity. So I'm curious to find out how he got the yellow ring in this issue. Next we have Batman 29 again. You know, I started with Batman from the beginning of Rebirth. I got up to maybe issue 9, then I stopped, and now I'm back on it again because I'm liking this storyline. You know, the War of Jokes and Riddles. I'm digging it. You know, but I only pick up the regular cover because I'm sorry, but I can't stand Tim Sale's covers that he's been doing. You know, Tim Sale is an old school guy. He's done one of my favorite Batman stories, which is, you know, The Long Halloween. His covers, I can't stand the way he's drawing Batman lately. So that's one of the reasons I stopped collecting the Batman Rebirth. You know, after like issue 7 or 8, I just couldn't get past his covers. You know, the storyline is good so far. I haven't read it yet. I just got it today. I read a couple of things, but this was one of them I haven't read yet. So last but not least, we got here. This is what the big fuss is all about today. Dark Knights of Metal number 1. This is the foil cover, in all its chromium, you know, 90s gimmick fashion. I heard that most of the copies were jacked up, but my copy is really good, so really happy about that. You know, I guess some shipments were mishandled the wrong way. I'm not 100% sure, but my copy is great. You know, there's no dent to take. There's probably one indent somewhere around here, but you can barely notice it, so it's not that big of a deal. Then I only picked up 2 variants for it, and you know, normally I wouldn't pick up too many variants for an issue that's $4.99, but every #1 issue that comes out at my LCS, if you pick it up on that Wednesday, is 20% off. So it's cover price for $4.99, 20% off. So basically got it for $4. And then he had all the other variants, the Andy Kubert in my bag, the John Romita Jr., but I put those back because it's just way too much, even with the discount. So I only picked up this one that was in my bag, which was the Jim Lee variant. We saw, you know, we had a preview of the pencils, and maybe like a day ago they released the full color version of it, so I'm happy with that one. And then this one was a surprise to me because my LCS was not doing the midnight release, so I didn't think they ordered any, but they did order the midnight release, but just wasn't having the midnight release event, and they ended up putting these in whoever it's up for the variants in their bag. You know how they raffle, how I always explain how they do it. So this was a pleasant surprise to find in my you know, in my pull list today. This is the midnight release Greg Pulo variant, and I'm really happy to get this one. This is the cover that I wanted most out of all of them. This one and the regular cover, and this one was I really cared for, you know, so I'm really happy. So I read the book already, you know, all the hype on the book. It's good. I mean, there's nothing really bad I can say. You know, it starts off just like, you know, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but it starts off traditionally, though. If you guys read Justice League events and things like that, the way DC, it starts off that way. And, you know, I'm not going to give you any plot details or anything like that, but I'm interested. I want to see how the story progresses and all that, you know. Very interesting story, you know. It wasn't how, it didn't give me the wow that Mr. Miracle gave me, because, you know, with the Mr. Miracle, the reason everyone was so wild with it, because it was very unexpected. For the character of Mr. Miracle and the way that storyline, how rated R, how greedy that story was on that issue. So it's a different expectation. So that's why you got that reaction. For this one, it's kind of like what I expected from Snyder. Nothing over the top, but a good, strong event, good, strong story, and a story that is interesting and I want to see progress. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to get the tie-ins. I really don't do that. I'm going to just stick to the straight story. Hopefully there won't be things that are needed to be known. You know, DC usually doesn't do that. DC usually, you can know what's going on just by the event books themselves. You don't really need to read all the tie-ins too much to find out missing things. So let's see how that works out. I hope it works out. But if it's trash, I'm gonna say it's trash also. You know, it's not about Marvel and DC. You know, it's not DC versus Marvel. It's just what I like, and what, you know, if I don't think it's good, I'm gonna say it's good. It doesn't matter what company it's from. I'm not biased to any other company, you know, to each company. To me, it's all the same, you know. So that's it, guys. Real quick little video. New Comic Book Day videos. Enjoy your New Comic Book Day pickups. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys read Metal. Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And until next video, peace.